I'm sweeping here all Buxton for you. After a long delay, after the hot stocks had wrecked the fence down the pit turn, everything's back together and sorted for this afternoon's grand final here at Buxton. It is, what time? 7:05 in the evening, and we've got 40 cars out there ready to contest this grand race in the afternoon, all in the name of 514 Chalky White. Good attendance throughout the grade. There goes Sarah Bowden on the outside row 2 of the white tops. She surely wants to look out for amongst the lower grade as if she can get a good getaway. Gary Kent leads the blue top charge. 721 Graham Kelly is at the head of the Starmen. Darren's at the back of the Starmen, incidentally. And there's Speaky, of course. Dave Luscombe. 804 Ian King. Billy Batten right at the back. This should be interesting. Just hope the fence holds up. But they're getting ready now, anticipating the green flag. And it's going to be a red top charge down the long back straight they go. Graham Kelly's got a good break on them all. It's clean and green. The blue tops clatter into the top bend. The red tops equally charged through. Rob Speak's got a good start on this one. And let's try and make out where everybody is. Into the pit turn they go. Thompson there, along with Jordan McMillan and 276 Keith Madden. Paul Gowland clips the fence. Darren Bingley goes through, followed by 218 Rob Speak. White tops leading the chase at the moment. It's 37 Paul Richards and 35 Wayne Money. And we've got a right pile up as predicted. And that's Calamity at the top. Darren survived it. Is he in one piece to get going again? It's taken out all sorts. And the race leaders are going to try and weave their way through that tremendous pile-up that's taken out everybody, including the world champion. What a tremendous start. It's really slowed things down right at the bottom end there. They've got quite a hefty chicane to try and negotiate. And even Billy Batten hasn't caught Darren up yet. In fact, Will, the red tops, as a consequence of that, even managed to catch up the bottom grade drivers. Stu Swales is latched into the fence, good and proper on this bottom turn. His wheels hanging over the wire in a rather amusing fashion. But we've got that many cars out there, it's very hard to try and work out where everybody is. Down the bottom end, it looks like the leaders are number 182 Andy Eastley, 918 Sarah Bowden goes round the outside of him as she passes the spun. 701 John Thompson, he's come a cropper on the pit turn. Darren Bingley moves through on the inside, chasing 667 Tim Farrell, and he's got 167 Billy Batten right in his mirrors now. Batten puts the bumper in on Bingley through that turn as they both have to get past the stricken cars on that top of that turn. Darren's forced wide now as he struggled to get out the way of 167 Bill Batten. He's lost places to Mark Taylor and Andy Rawlinson and Graham Kelly. Rob Speak's back racing, but he's surely lost his opportunity in this final. And Sarah Bowen's come to, she's come to a halt as her front offside wheel has caused all the damage. Oh, poor Sarah Bowden's not going to get any further in this one. But she's put a very good account of herself here at the High Age Raceway this afternoon. Parked precariously on that fence as everybody hurtles by. Darren Bingley still battling away with 721 Graham Kelly. Through the top turn those two drivers go. There's 187 Andy Rawlinson and Tim Farrell spins out right in front of them. What a hairy moment there. And Darren Bingley still battling away with Kelly. Around the top turn those two drivers go once again to complete yet another lap. I think they're still a little bit way down the positions as it's Dave Luscombe and Bill Batten who are surely further ahead in this one. They're lucky favourites to be the leaders if I can just make out from Mr. Starter. No sign as yet. It's all very confusing in this hairy fought final. Wayne Murray's having a good dinker. Oh, there they go. Oh, near all over there. Quite exciting as Wayne Murray bounces all over the 187 Andy Rawlinson car. There goes Batten. He must be the leader by now with 642 Dave Luscombe right behind him. There goes Mark Taylor and Darren Bingley. And if those are the correct positions, Darren's up to 4th. Let's hope they're right. And the lead is being shown as 167, Bill Batten, with Luscombe in 2nd. Clinton McKay must be a lap down along with Tony Lampard. There's Mark Taylor and Darren Bingley's in 4th. Come on, Darren, let's get going. He can surely close down 790 Mark Taylor now, as he's trying to look for the gap on the inside of 540 Andy Meek. Just got to get past the stricken 157 Mark Browncard. He does so. He passes Meek this time. He's having to close down 790 Mark Taylor. So they're showing Batten the lead, and a good lead he has. And it's Luscombe in 2nd place. Fair way back now is Mark Taylor in 3rd. Then comes Darren Bingley, surely closing the gap in 4th. In 5th is 187 Andy Rawlinson. And in 6th is 135 Jamie Henderson. 7th is Kelly. There goes Batten, diving inside Justin Cole on the pit turn. Darren Bingley's now chasing down 151 Tony Lampard. He sees the gap on the inside around the pit turn, and away he goes. Right after Mark Taylor once again. Clinton McKay, he's a lap down, and there's Mark Taylor in 3rd place right behind him. Rawlinson's trying to do his best in his HCD to close the gap between himself and Bingley. He passes 151 Tony Lampard in the process. Darren Bingley there, round the pit turn he goes, still lying in that 4th spot. And he's got 187 Andy Rawlinson closing the gap just a little bit. Round the top turn those two drivers go as the laps tick away. He's got Rawlinson behind him now, and he's going to have a battle on his hands in just a lap or two. As Batten increases his lead all the time. Rob Speaks a lap down and out of the positions. There goes Luscombe, he's in that 2nd spot. Unless Gary Kent's in the positions, we just have to check with the lap scorers once again. Batten leads. A little bit of confusion there on the top turn. The starter's got that many cars to try and point out. He's not so sure about 2nd. But there's Bingley, he's in the point surely at the moment, with Rawlinson right behind him now. He's going to have to put his foot hard down on the loud pedal as he receives the bumper treatment from Rawlinson. Shuts the door once again through the top turn. And Rawlinson's going to have to put the bumper in hard if he's going to have a chance of increasing his position. They both go round the pit turn smoothly, trying to keep in touch with 790 Mark Taylor. Batten's having a field day in this one, lapping the whole field. And the lap boards are out now. We've only just got 3 to go. Next time for 167, Billy Batten. And Rawlinson succeeding his manoeuvre, passing Bingley. And Darren's down to 5th place. There goes Bingley. He's just got to try and negotiate the back marker, number 37, Paul Richards, and he wellies him into that back bend there. Tremendous bit of bumper work by Darren Bingley. Paul Richards has took exception of that, and will he try and give him one back through the top turn? He's closed down Bingley just a little bit. Darren's got to put his foot down hard. But the checkered flag's going to be presented now for 167, Billy Batten. There we go. Heat and final for the man from Liscard in Cornwall. I make 642 Dave Luscombe to be the 2nd man over the line. And in 3rd is 790 Mark Taylor. Coming home 4th was 187 Andy Rawlinson. In 5th was 622 Darren Bingley. In 6th was 100 George McMillan. Coming home 7th was 135 Jamie Henderson. In 8th was 721 Graham Kelly. 9th was 875 Neil Moss. And possibly 10th was 780 Gary Kent. A lot of confusion in that grand final because of the mass field of 40 cars. But if my reckoning was right, those were the results. Here's hoping. That does complete the grand final this afternoon here at the High Edge Raceway, Buxton. On the pit turn, Darren Bingley moves through on the inside, chasing 667 Tim Farrell, and he's got 167 Billy Batten right in his mirrors now. Batten puts the bumper in on Bingley through that turn, as they both have to get past the stricken cars on that top of that turn. Darren's forced wide now as he struggled to get out the way of 167 Bill Batten. He's lost places to Mark Taylor and Andy Rawlinson and Graham Kelly. Rob Speaks back racing, but he's surely lost his opportunity in this final. And Sarah Bowen's come to, she's come to a halt as her front offside wheel has caused all the damage. Oh, poor Sarah Bowden's not going to get any further in this one. But she's put a very good account of herself here at the High Edge Raceway this afternoon. Parked precariously on that fence as everybody hurtles by. Darren Bingley still battling away with 721 Graham Kelly. Through the top turn those two drivers go. There's 187 Andy Rawlinson, and Tim Farrell spins out right in front of them. What a hairy moment there. And Darren Bingley still battling away with Kelly. Around the top turn those two drivers go once again to complete yet another lap. I think they're still a little bit way down the positions, as it's Dave Luscombe and Bill Batten who are surely further ahead in this one. They're lucky favourites to be the leaders, if I can just make out from Mr. Starter. No sign as yet. It's all very confusing in this hairy fought final. Wayne Murray's having a good dink. Oh, near roll over there. Quite exciting as Wayne Murray bounces all over the 187 Andy Rawlinson car.